joy. Not only do I have great savings, but I have what could be our best tree yet from Santa's Best. This is the Alberta Spruce Starry Light Christmas tree. It combines two of the best technologies from Santa's Best, who happens to be the first American company to ever string lights on an artificial tree for the person at home. That's you. This comes with easy power, a simple setup, so all you have to do is enjoy the fabulous starry light magic this tree gives you. We love that it comes in a designer profile, so not quite as wide, so it fits into spaces better for you. We have 5 sizes available, including, for the first time ever from Santa's Best, a 12-foot tree. All of them packed and loaded with maybe the most lights I've ever seen from Santa's Best. So all will have that same beautiful glow. And the best part, when you talk glow, we don't just talk the choice of clear or multi. How about 160 different light features that you can get from this tree? We're offering it to you with free shipping and handling and our best easy pay, because it is our Flash Easy Pay event for the first time we're ever doing, Cyber Monday in July. I want to bring out my guest, Daniel Byrne. He's with the Santa's Best team, here with a magnificent tree. I mean, this blew our minds, Daniel, when you brought it to us and said, hey, we've got the latest greatest for holiday 2019.
And this is our latest and greatest. We've been working on this. This marries up our 2 best and most successful technologies in lighting that we've ever had, and we've put it on an amazing new profile, which we're calling our designer profile, which means it's not too slim, but it's easily manageable to move around, and it's really the highest sort of trend right now, and you're seeing in your high-end magazines.
I love that it's realistic looking, the needles, and we'll give you a closer look on that in a minute. But the starry lights, these almost fairy lights, really brings that magic we want at the holidays.
Absolutely. So this starry light, micro light, fairy light, they're all sort of synonymous, and all it is these little points of light that you can see right here that basically gently cover the branch tips below. So it in fact does look like a starry night, but where we have the total difference that you're going to see, we now, for the first time ever, have the ability to do that in 116 different options. Now that may sound like a lot, but all you need to know is, with this friendly remote control, just play with it and have some fun. We have awesome color combinations, like a red and green.
Yes.
We have a blue and white. I mean, there is even a red, white, and blue that we could put on some fireworks in case you want to get your tree home now.
Love it,
and
yes.
Get ready for Labor Day.
Absolutely. Yeah. We've sold more than 19,000 of these trees for Christmas in July. People are loving it. I want to walk you through the sizes that we do have for you, because I think we have something for everybody. Absolutely. So Daniel and I are standing by the 5-foot tree.
Right, and this profile, so like I said, it was a little bit slimmer of a profile. It's still 36 inches wide, so basically it's going to give you a nice footprint, but this is chock full of lights. We have 600 lights on this
on a 5-foot tree?
We used to not be able to get 600 lights on a 9-foot tree.
Right.
And this is all easy to put together, and we're going to show you how to do that later, but that's the amazing part. And the lights are easily distributed, and they're not visible. Like, you don't see a crazy amount of wires or anything, because it's all professionally done.
And you know what else I like too? I like that you still give me room to hang my ornaments. Right. Sometimes trees got so full, there was no place to put the ornaments.
Yeah, that's a great point. We call that, the decorators call that indexing. And what that means is that our branch tips literally look like Mother Nature's. So they have dimension to them. So it's going to give you places to put those heavier ornaments, those heirloom ornaments. Don't worry. These are very sturdy branches, so they're going to be able to hold them.
Wonderful. Philadelphia Eagles fans, you can have Eagles green tree.
Giants for me.
There you go. Oh, you quickly went to that blue,
didn't you? I didn't stay on the red too long.
That purple. I know so many of you love purple in your home. And this is what's great. Maybe you're feeling purple on a Monday, right?
Right.
Maybe when you're going to have guests over, you want to do something that's a little bit more traditional and have that nice, warm glow.
That's the key descriptor, that it is, in fact, warm. This took us a long time. This was when we decided to go to LED. We said, listen, LED is great. It has so many advantages. It's cool to the touch. It's inexpensive to light. You know, they last nearly forever.
So long, yeah.
But the problem was, all the colors to us looked like they were gray or blue or something.
Very commercial, harsh, nothing authentic.
So this is our Color Soft. This is a patent of ours. This means this looks like incandescent, but since it is that, in fact, we can do multi. We have new color multis in here. This is a 6-color multi, or we can do Firefly. So a lot of fun that we have, all customizable by this remote control.
Awesome. Okay, so now we're standing next to the 6.5 foot. So this is your next level up from the 5 foot. Again, great as your main tree, great for a foyer in a corner because you have that designer profile. It really will fill up corner spaces.
Yeah, and if you have like farmhouse ceilings, like some people do, if you have that, that would be a good size. What we do is we literally measure from the floor all the way to the most tip point. So if you have 8-foot ceilings, standard in the U.S., that's going to give you plenty of room for the tree topper.
Fantastic. Now we're at the 7.5 foot, so maybe you can get a little bigger in your tree. Maybe you are looking for a brand new tree. You're getting sick of going to the farm, dragging it. It's getting harder to tie it to the car, throw it in the trunk. You're done with having to water it, the dropping of the needles of real trees. You want something easy and clean and stunning, and you need to replace your big grand tree, you can go with the 7.5 foot.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really, we did not, because we made the profile a little bit more designer size, a little bit slimmer, doesn't mean that we sacrificed on anything. So you still have as many branch tips as you normally would.
How many lights on this one?
This one has 1,700 lights.
1,700
Incredible.
lights.
What do you think of this color? This is brand new for this year.
Is it a teal color?
Yes, it is. Teal, turquoise, or it's a cyan.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, to me, this is the beach tree.
Absolutely.
This is for somebody who's going to decorate with shells on their tree, or you do a lot of silver would look beautiful, gold would look beautiful. It's such an easy color to decorate with.
And that's the fun part that you bring up is that, your ornaments can change every year, they cannot change in every year, but like how fun is it to see your ornaments in a different color pattern and say, you know what, I always did warm white. That's our firefly, pretty neat, right?
I mean, all these lights, the colors and the different effects, like this one I'm really loving.
Yeah,
what do we call this effect?
This is firefly.
This is the firefly, yeah,
so
love it.
That's just, if you're just multi, we even have the firefly on multi. We have it on different color palettes. I mean, all of my kids have their favorites. So the coolest part is by this remote control, we can hit and select our top 5 favorites. So this is what I put. I always go back to my warm white. Then we got a little multi, but a little bit of something for everybody. It's got a timer feature on there, and it's also got a brightness setting. Oh
my gosh, you don't have to choose. You're getting all 160 functions that's built into the remote control. So 7.5 foot, we do have the 9 foot. So this is, again, you have that really high ceiling, the 12-foot ceilings. Well, actually, we got a 12-foot. I used to say that before.
This is our first time ever. Easy to go together. The 12-foot is magnificent. Unfortunately, we just have the room to size
we couldn't put it up because our ceilings are too low. So we have the 9 foot, 7.5 foot, 6.5 foot, and your 5 foot, and of course for the first time that 12 foot. Let me just quickly show you, because this is our Christmas in July sale event and it's ending at the end of the day on Wednesday. You are saving money. Look at the price difference of a 5-foot tree. $299 normally our QVC price, we're down to $262. Everything's on our best easy payment, so $43 you will pay and have this paid off at the end of the holidays. 6.5 foot normally would be $469. We're at $409. That's $60 you're saving with an easy pay of $68. The 7.5 foot tree, remember, with the 1,700 lights, normally would go for $589. We're at $514. Your easy pay is still under $100. It's $85.67. That 9-foot tree has 2,800 lights. Incredible. Normally $969 at QVC. We're at $839. So you're saving well over $100. Your easy pay $139 and change. And that 12-foot tree that comes with 3,500 lights normally would be $16.94. We're at $14.69 and an easy pay of $244. By the way, your free shipping and handling, depending on the size that you get, can save you up to $139 additional dollars on top of your savings there. But remember, it all ends at the end of the day on Wednesday when we start a new month and Christmas in July goes. What's nice about this, Daniel, as you're going to show us how easy these are to set up, it would be wonderful to get these trees home now and have it for when we're ready to go. And that could be November 1st, right after Halloween. It could be before Thanksgiving, day after. We already have it. We're not trying to shop for our tree when we're also trying to think about gifts and holiday food and entertaining and that whole, that rush of the holidays,
all
our
the
tree's
pressure-
home and ready to go.
Yeah, all the pressure that you worry about the holiday, take the tree out of it. First of all, this is so simple to set up, and, I'll show you as we go through this. But also, you're not going to find this anywhere else. This truly is the amazing, combination of technology and beauty with our designer profile. So you'll see here, I'm going to set up the 7.5 foot. Mind you, no section is heavier than 12.5 pounds on the 7.5 foot. And in fact, all of the trees, including the 12 foot, the heaviest section, only 17 pounds.
Wow.
And this all goes together with Easy Power technology. And Easy Power literally shows you right here. Let me show you this.
And you get the tree stand, right? You get that stand?
You get the tree stand, including our little rubber feet. We're going to make sure that you don't scrape your floors or anything like that. So go ahead, we'll just put our A section in right here, right into the bottom.
And they're labeled.
And they are labeled. And this is literally the only plugging I'm going to be doing, and that's the 2-bladed plug, so it's not even a 3. So it goes through its little bit of a cycle there. Now we have the section B, and as you can see, it is lightweight, and I'll show you right here. There's no lining up. That is it. It is basically end to end right there, and you can put it in any way, so you don't have to worry about a plug or anything. And we literally just drop these into place. Now you'll notice they'll go through a cycle. You see how it just changed to its warm white? The sections actually speak to each other.
Okay.
So they say, okay, well, I'm in warm white. And then here's our final piece, and this is also going to look, it's in cool white, and then what happens is the 2 sections, or the 3 sections, speak to each other, and we put it on a little bit of chasing right here, and you'll notice the warm white chasing. Our tree is together in literally just minutes and ready to decorate.
That's your setup. And your takedown is going to be just as easy. You do it in reverse. And what you don't have is a mess, because you don't have fallen needles, you're not watering, you're not bringing this from the tree farm with other critters that might have been living in the tree. Look at how it sets the tone for your home. You know, the Christmas tree for my family has always been the star. It really sets the mood. And in this case, you could have 160 moods. Boy, a tree that speaks to me, a woman at heart, right? And it could be, you know, that night you get home that you just want to relax, sip a glass of wine, unwind from the day. You do a steady light, a warm white for Christmas Eve, that warm white as you sit down with the family to read 'Twas a Night Before Christmas. Maybe you're going to have friends over from work for a little Friday night holiday party. Well, then you want to jazz it up with color. Mix it up, do the multi, do the firefly, make it more like a dance show, a DJ show, right? The kids have their own maybe party over with their friends. You want to just let them go crazy with changing the colors. Then you hit other things like somebody who's serving in the military, coming home for the holidays, and you do the red, white, and blue because you have that light function. Maybe you leave this up in a sunroom, and through the different seasons, you have this as a decor piece. I think for the 5 foot, this could be a decor piece just to bring nature into your home. You use year round, and you can always have the different lights change or the color change according to the season. But you need to have this tree because it really just says a lot about how much you believe in the magic and the fun of the holiday season.
Yeah, and if you know somebody, this size is the perfect size, is 5 foot. If you know somebody that's downsizing, but if you know somebody that's going into assisted living, give them the gift of a tree, because it really is the focal point of the holiday, and it's just so much fun. And with the ease of putting this together, let them change their mood with the lights, like you're mentioning. I go a little crazy because I'm in the Christmas business, and I love it. And my kids, they get a tree in their basement, and then they put their favorite colors on, and then I put one in the foyer and put another one.
St. Patrick's Day, baby.
How about that? You can literally leave this tree up, or blue, or maybe somebody that Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
So there's a lot of families, my brother included, that celebrates both Hanukkah and Christmas, so they can have both for the families. So it's got a little bit of something. This is the whimsical color. This is my daughter's favorite.
Oh, I
it's
do.
So cool. Like
the green and white. I mean, the green and red, and the red and white, almost like a peppermint.
Yes.
Tree.
Yes.
When you do the red and white together.
There we go.
Right?
It is
really
like a
cool.
candy cane tree.
Candy cane. Thank you. 5.5 foot. Right here on the other side of Daniel is our 6.5 foot. This is if you have a little bit more space. This would be great.
Right.
Then we have the 7.5 foot. We're talking about your main tree, 160 functions. You're not choosing any of this. You get it all with the remote control that sets up to 5 favorites. Here's your 9 foot. And because our studio space, believe it or not, was not tall enough There is a 12-foot tree. You can read about it online. It has, again, 3,500 lights. The first time you
Amazing.
guys did that,
It's
if you
so-
have the space, that's the one to get.
Absolutely. If you can do it, because it's really, really unique and the first time we've ever done a 12-footer.
Again, 19,000 have been spoken
Wow.
for since Christmas in July. Very popular. Wow your friends and family and yourself from Santa's Best.
Great.
Daniel, thank
Thanks
you so
so
much for
much.
stopping by. Hey, coming up, I've got toys for the little ones. This is from Cuddle Barn. It is really super cute. It's an animated Storytime plush toy.